all it's doing, you know, half inch from the end, you've got a nice scribe. Right, what else we've got to show you? Pin punches. It's not like a pin pusher. The pin pusher pushes it all the way home and a little bit below the surface if you push hard enough. But when you're putting pins in, doing a bit of joinery, architraves in the house or whatever you're doing, mitering, skirtings, you bang the pin home with the hammer. Then you punch it below the surface just once, little tap, and the pin's gone below the surface. Now you can put a bit of filler over it, rub it down, paint it, you'll never see the pin. Remember, you can't fill an hole that ain't there. So you've got to make the pin head a hole. Knock it below the surface, bit of filler, let it go hard, rub it down, ready to decorate. Lovely. So the punches, screwdrivers we all know about. Obviously there's two sorts of screwdrivers. There's the Phillips or crosshead sort of screws. Bigger one there, crosshead. They're for a Phillips or Pozidri type screw. And then you've got the old flat ones. The old flat ones. Don't use these so much now, but you might be taking an old door off. And they've used them screws. Screw heads are full of paint. So keep yourself an old screwdriver for that. Plastic handle. Clean out the slot. Put it in the slot. Give it a couple of taps. Away you go. You can generally get the screws out. So you do need the flat screwdrivers. You know, things like electric sockets have still got the old slotted screws. So you need a selection of sizes. Sometimes you can't get into a space, so you need a little dumpy like this. You might be working in a kitchen unit or something like that. So you can get them in flatheads, and of course you can get them in Phillips as well. I ain't got one down, but I guarantee there's one on the shelf somewhere. Handy to keep a file. By the way, them screwdrivers you can get a set for about £8. You know, you get 20 of them, all different sizes. Or go to the car boots again. Thing about car boots, if you get an old screwdriver, it's generally got better steel than a new screwdriver. Not always the case, but generally. The same with chisels. We'll come on to chisels in a minute. Get an old chisel at a car boot for £1. It might be all rusty and covered in paint. Don't matter. The bit of steel underneath it, give it a good scrape off, get a bit of wire wool or a wire brush, clean the handle up with a bit of glass paper, run a bit of oil in it, a bit of linseed oil or something like that, you come up with a brand new chisel. Generally better than what you buy nowadays. You got a good old-fashioned chisel. Needs grinding, of course. We'll come on to grinding. If you haven't got a grinder, don't worry. Take it down to a decent DIY shop and say to them, can you send it away for grinding? They'll grind it for you. When you come back, it'll be like brand new. And you'll get more pleasure out of using. That's a 16th chisel. That's one of my dad's. Still got his name on it, W.C. Hill. You don't get 16 chisels much anymore, you don't really need them, only for fine work. That's about 15mm, about 5/8 of an inch. That's a cheapie. It's got a ring round the top, you can hit that with a hammer. The old wooden ones, if I see you hitting them wooden ones with hammer, kids, you'll be in trouble with me, I'll tell you. Don't hit wooden handled chisels with a hammer. That hammer there is probably, that chisel there is probably 80, 90 years old. Look at it, it's like brand new. Like brand new. That's because it hasn't been hit with a hammer. It's been hit with a mallet, a wooden mallet. Or, what else we got? Could be a leather mallet they've used. I don't know. Oh, here's my wooden mallet up here. Now, there's a wooden mallet. I made that 50 years ago as an apprentice. Wood to wood. Don't hurt the chisel. Don't do a lot of damage to the mallet. Good old mallet, that one. Sorry guys, I had to aim that up out of the way. Right, have a file in there. Sometimes you might pop a pin through the other side of the wood. You file it off nice and smooth, ready for painting. Might pop a little screw through the other side. Have a file handy. Kids like playing with them anyway. Bang a couple of nails in and file it. Kids they don't have to be making anything. All they want to do is saw and bang nails in. And bang 2 bits of wood together. My grandkids come in with 3 bits of wood nailed together like that. Look what we made, Grandad. I said, yeah, it's lovely. Now go and see if you can get it straightened up a bit like that. Then it'll be better. All they want to do is bang nails in. Better to show them how to do it properly and maybe make something along the way than just say, go out in Dad's workshop, bang some nails in. Spend a bit of time with them. If you don't know how to do it yourself, maybe I'm helping you and all. Who knows? Right, this is a spoke shave. That's old, not that old, 40, 50 year old. I've had that a long time. You ain't got to buy one of these. But if you was doing something you wanted a bit curved, what a lovely sound. Nice and sharp. Now look what I've done. I've made it curved. If you want that a little bit curved, these are a bit more difficult to sharpen, but I'll show you how to sharpen them. You make a little tool to hold the blade. A lot of people don't know that, but I'll show you how to do it. Now, let's say you want to make that bit of wood lovely, lovely, lovely and smooth, or make it a little bit smaller. Then we come on to the planes, all shapes and sizes. You don't need one of these, kids.